So, yeah, you probably didn't expect this video to be coming out. Well, I mean, unless you saw the community tab post I made, I, well, technically earlier today, but, I mean, who really reads those anyway? But, yes, as the video title suggests, I did used to use slurs in my videos, so I might as well give some context behind that. So you're definitely probably surprised by that title because in a lot of my newest videos and my newest content, I have consistently pushed that you just shouldn't use any slurs whatsoever, and that all slurs are bad, just don't use them because they're discriminatory, and, well, there's a plethora of other things, but I think you kind of get the gist. Well, back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean by 2020 to the very early months of 2021, I did occasionally use some slurs. Well, mainly in 2021, they were occasionally, surprisingly, there were a couple in 2020 that I used quite frequently, actually, but yeah, today I'm going to specifically point out the videos where these are used, and, well, let's get onto them really quickly. So the first one, and okay, I'm bringing this up specifically because I don't know how many videos I used this in, but I'm pretty sure it's been in more than just this one. But in this video right here, people I really don't like, I would consistently use the F slur. If you're asking what I mean by the F slur, I mean the slur that's used against, well, LGBT people, and this was before I did come out, but that does not excuse it though, because listen, I also push the idea that even if you're in the demographic that the slur is used against in, you still shouldn't use it yourself, because again, regardless of who uses it, it'd still be used in the same hateful context. And yeah, I did use the F slur quite a bit in this video, and probably in some older content too. Now, and here, I don't recall it exactly being used in that exact context of, hey, look at these gay people, huh? Aren't they fucking, well, I'm not going to say it, even if it's not me literally saying it, but, yeah, I would basically use it like it was nothing, and I think this is why I did occasionally use these terms. Now, I should also probably, tell you this about myself during this point in time. I was pretty much what you would call a free speech absolutist. And please take that in the wrong way. I was basically just like, yo, we should be allowed to say whatever the fuck we want on the internet. You can't suppress my free speech, brother. Yeah, that was really freaking. I know that sounds really cringy, but yeah, I basically believed people should just be able to say whatever the fuck they wanted, and basically YouTube or these platforms shouldn't give you any penalties whatsoever. And I didn't get a penalty for this video, but still, it was real. I really looked back on this video and all my past self in a very regretful manner that I would constantly use the F slur. And it's not that I didn't know what the context of it meant, or it's not like I didn't know the history behind it. It's just, yeah, I knew some of the history behind this term, but I would basically use it anyway because it'd be like, look how freaking edgy I am, bro. But still, that does not excuse it. And this is not the only slur that I would use in my videos. Well, this is not the only slur that has been in my videos before. Let's turn to the next one. So, what is the next slur that I would occasionally, well, okay, this one I don't even, well, okay, I think I've used this term like once in a video before, but the F slur is not the only one I would use. The other one that I would also use is the R slur, and if you ask me what I mean by the R slur, well, I mean, I'm sure you probably already know it, but it is the slur against, well, I don't want to quite say disabled people, but people with, I think, a mental disability. That's just a safe way of putting it. And I don't exactly know how many times I've actually used this, but there is one specific video that got deleted off of my channel for hate speech, and I did use the R slur in the exact context that people would say it in. Now, it was in a quote satire video, but, you know, let's just play it so you can get the context for it. Hopefully I can use this clip without this video getting flagged down too, but here is the context that I use that term in. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we are counting down the top 10 reasons why nuking preschools is flipping based. Number 10. Preschools contain kids with Down syndrome. If you are asking what Down syndrome is, it is a genetic 21 chromosome disorder that halts a child's development. So, basically, if you want in simpler terms, it means that these kids are fucking retarded. Now, let me just state this before we get on to the explanation. Yes, the context of this statement is used in the video itself is satire, and it is a joke. However, that does not excuse what I said in the video. Now, do I actually hold the belief that kids with Down syndrome should be nuked and that they are the R word? No, that is not what I believe, and I didn't hold that belief when that video was made, and I still don't today. However, this part of the video could also be used to, let's say is someone who actually does hold these beliefs, and then they watch the video, and they could probably have their beliefs be more or less reaffirmed. When, again, that may not be my intention, but it could have happened. Now, did it actually happen? I am not very sure, but again, I do apologize for the use of that in this video, and it's specifically this point because the other parts in the video, yet again, the joke in the rest of the video is that this guy is a bigoted piece of shit. But the thing is, I didn't use any other slurs in that video, but this was the one time where I did actually use one. And again, I would like to apologize for that because, again, I knew the history behind the term, but with some of these, I did actually know the history behind them, but I didn't really know the true repercussions of what they were, and yeah, I basically just used these words like it was nothing. But again, I would like to apologize for this part in particular. And now let's move on to the last one, which you will probably be pretty surprised about. So this will be the last part of this video, and this is as far as the use of slurs goes for my channel. It was just these three in particular. So what was the third one that I did use in a video before? Well, this is actually from my Instagram account. Yeah, might as well link it in the description if for some reason you wanted to follow me there. But yes, there is one instance of a video of me using the N-word. Here is that video. Bark, bark, nigga. Now, alongside my free speech absolutism mentality back in the day, I was also one of those people that thought that the hard R version and the GA version of the N-word were two completely different meanings when, well, nowadays, that they really aren't. I mean, they could both be used in the exact same context, and while I have also gone on to say that there are some contexts that the N-word can be used in that are not racist, such as this video. Again, this one really, I don't think is as severe as the other ones, because, again, it's not like I was saying it to someone directly, or calling someone the N-word. It was just me saying bark, bark, N-word, but still, I was still used it, it's still wrong, and just, again, I apologize for my use of it in this video. And yeah, again, to close the video off, here's the moral of the story. All slurs are bad. Don't use any of them. Yes, there are some that hold more weight than others, but still, they're all wrong. And I look back at myself with a sense of just disappointment that I would use these. Because, again, at first I was just like, slurs really aren't that bad. I don't care if people use them. Then I was at the point to where I was like, well, okay, there are slurs that are really bad, but the F and R slur are fine. I'll use them whenever I want to. And now, again, I'm at the point just, slurs bad, don't use them. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. If you guys, I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay, I think what I was gonna say is I don't. Again, I apologize. I just don't know how to freaking end videos. But anyways, see you guys in the next one.